So I guess I was gonna do a proper video last video, and I couldn't really do it. I fucking was half burnout from working out, but I want to explain some things. So one of them is I work out a lot on the same muscle group, so I have generally probably about a 3% contraction rate, which is pretty. I think that's probably what it is. A bodybuilder would probably only get like a 1.5 contraction rate, and that's just my belief system. Like I know for a fact because I don't have as many fats in my muscle, I'm gonna contract more. But when it does kind of release, it fucking puffs me up without even trying to work out. So I'm confident about that schemology. I mean, like I don't have to worry if I look a little smaller and shit. I know most of it is contraction. And if my weight is still going up, I know there's no issue. So paying attention to that kind of shit is really important. So I don't really make myself look too much bigger by eating more fat either. So I just kind of stick with the same program, and whenever it feels like puffing up, it will. And it usually means I've got good water and good whatever I ate prior to a few days of working out could also help. So I don't release contraction like a bodybuilder. A bodybuilder lets it go and takes a day off or something, and maybe even 2 days off. Since I'm an anatomy orientationalist, aka AO rather, I don't have to worry about contractions all the time because that's going to happen. I don't have as much fat in my muscle. So I work out a lot, and the muscle stresses to put fat and water in there. And when it happens, I can get some good video done too. But at the same time, as long as I'm not losing weight, then I don't fear shit. Because that means I got dense muscle in there. And I don't fear nothing about like I don't have a inferiority complex about my working out, my size. It's all how I stand too. Sometimes I just like to stand a little more loosely and not as broad, and that means that I'm not trying to look big. I'm just letting loose and letting my muscles relax while I'm talking, standing up, whatever. I'm not trying to pose or any of that shit. So if I'm posing, of course I'm going to look bigger right away, because I know exactly what makes my shoulders look big and stuff like that. So like if I stand up straight and I just kind of throw my shoulders forward a little bit, they'll go round as fuck. So knowing these things as you're progressing, let's say you go into the bodybuilding realm and decide to go that route, and you're, who knows, maybe taking shit too, which I don't say no against. Like if you're going to do steroids while using my programs, that's fine too, but that's up to you. Like for instance, if you're going to try to be a bodybuilder but use my schemology to do it, that would be up to you. I can't fucking tell someone they shouldn't do this or they shouldn't do that. I probably wouldn't, because some people's got fantastic muscle recovery capability, they sleep well and stuff like that. So like me, it takes about 3 days to recover from certain tears, and a bodybuilder, it just takes one fucking good night's sleep and motherfucking 1 day off. And a bodybuilder can recover most of those. As big as they are, they can recover a lot of that muscle really quickly. Me, I'm not like that. My body takes 2-3 days to recover, and with those 3 days, I get the proper amount of REM. It does mean that there's some lagging going on, which could mean that I could get bigger if I just had more sleep. But since I don't, it does take about 2 to 3 days. And the same goes for a contraction. If I get a contraction, it takes 2 or 3 days for that fucking thing to let loose, and then all of a sudden I look a little bigger. And so that's what's up. When you're lean like me and you don't have any qualms about being lean, that means you also have to just monitor your weight. So I just started monitoring my weight to make sure I don't go under 161. And let's hope that stays, because I want to balance my weight a little more. I don't want to have to go back into the 50s, 150s. So I'm going to just continue to monitor my weight every time I go into the gym. And when I do start doing more outdoor calisthenic kind of things, you'll see it coming. You'll see it on my picture on my YouTube. You'll see me doing shit on the dip bars or whatever. I don't do a lot of the calisthenics other guys do. I'm not one of them guys that, just like I said, walked off a gym mat at some fucking giant complex. No, I ain't that guy, but I do slow cardio calisthenics. That means I'm not trying to get my heart rate always running fast like a jogger or something. There's a guy down the street, he's fucking fat. Well, he's got a gut that will never go away. I mean, I've seen this guy fucking walking and running for 2-3 years now, and he hasn't lost a motherfucking pound, probably because he's got a seat job somewhere on his ass. And then he thinks all this walking and running or some shit is gonna his high heart rate is gonna lose that gut. No, that's not gonna happen. There was a girl in the gym the other day. She was, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say she looked good or bad. Let's just say this. I ain't asking her out. But anyway, she was working out, I guess she had a kid or something. You know how they get that belly? The women, they get that belly. It's almost like a beer gut. And so she's underneath doing this shit with the bar and a padding on the bar. And I'm looking at her going, what is she doing? I really want to help her, but I really can't go at it with a female that's trying to get rid of fucking whatever you want to call it, leftover skin, fat, and shit from having a baby. I really don't want to focal point any of my training on that unless someone fucking says, look, I want your help. I'll pay you for fucking doing it. Because other than that, I'm not going to really want to jump into helping some chick. And, if I ever get caught dead talking to her, people might think I'm trying to date her. And I don't want that. So, yeah, I definitely don't want that. But however, I ain't going to lie. If she pulled 10 grand out of the bank tomorrow and say, here, I'll put that in your account, just get rid of my belly fat, I'd be able to do it. I'd tell her exactly what she needs to do, and I'd fucking be on the mark. I wouldn't even be telling her, hey, go jog. I wouldn't even be telling her, hey, go do this, go do the Stairmaster. No, I'd fucking be telling her what to do, and that's my secret. Okay, so like I can put a recipe to anybody's situation. I can put a recipe to it that will make a big difference. Like a lot of chicks, they let everything slide after a certain age, and then they get like a bored ass and a gut, and that's a lot of work, but I know how to fix that shit because I know exactly what muscle groups are going to fix that shit. First of all, you got this girdle of muscles in your obliques and your stomach. And if you don't know how to control them right away, you're going to make no gains getting rid of gut. When I say gains, I didn't mean gains, but you're not going to make progress getting rid of gut if you don't know how to control the muscles in your obliques and your stomach. It has nothing to do with fucking exercises like that with a bar. Okay, now I could probably say that might do something. I mean, but it's not going to be getting rid of your belly fat just because you're targeting that area. So if anyone wants my advice, I will start giving free advice when you comment below on my channel. And that way, you guys will feel like you're getting a little bit of a free pro bono thing. I will answer questions in my comments to people that are curious about, let's say, I want to lose weight here or I want to gain muscle here. I will answer your questions without any payment, because I feel it's necessary for anybody that comments to at least get a response. So that's what I will do. In the future, just leave a comment below if you have a question about how to reduce belly fat, how to control muscle groups, and I will get back with you. This is boiling water right there, and then I'm just gonna pour it in here, let those noodles kind of cook, and then I'm gonna dump them over a lot of this food here. And this is 3 verified meals today that I'm gonna eat, so verified.
You or anything like that. There's some health reasons that you probably want to put your phone in there because of what it is.
Emptied the water out and let the hotter, warmer noodles on here. These are normally microwave, but everything's cooked, pre-cooked in these things, so Just kind of let the noodles and the water, hot water on the noodles. Basically, I just put some of the salt beef flavor on the noodles, but the noodles are going to help cook the meals, even though the meals are technically cooked. Let it sit here in the sun like that, and it should cook that. But in the meantime, I'm just looking at eating these right now. So now I'm going to dive into these meatballs, pasta. So this will be my third meal right here. I'm about to dive into. I gave my dog a little bit, quite a lot of carrot and sweet potato, just to happy him up. He's going to get fed later, but I'm trying to finish this one, getting full.
It's going to be exciting.
Whether it's a corner store or in your backyard or even online, we'll give you the chance to let people know about your business.
Killed in Hurricane Helene. 73,000 homes and buildings were damaged or destroyed. Just
Quiet.
ago, the president's heading next to California for a briefing on the wildfires around LA, where the firefight continues along with damage assessments.
Estimates from fire-ravaged Southern California suggest that insured losses will reach at least $28 billion, making it the costliest fire disaster.
Trying to finish this now. A little bit of a job. Hey, big boo-boo. Oh, he's a big boo-boo. Oh, he's a big boo-boo.